If you're looking to max out your territory standing level to 300, then this video is for you. Before diving in, I do want to give you all a big thank you for showing some love to my YouTube channel. Previously, before I posted my last video, this subscribed portion was around 3.6% or so, and I'm almost at 5%. There's still a long ways to go, so if you have seen one of my videos or learned something from this video today, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out and just tells me it's worth making these videos. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in now. So to start things off, we're going to go straight over to the trading post, and we're going to be searching for red meat. Now this is essentially the cheapest type of raw food that you can buy. At least it definitely is on my server. I'm assuming it is across the other servers too, just based on how easy it is. And we are just going to be throwing down tons of buy orders. As you can see, it's costing me about 300 gold or so for every 10,000 red meat, which really is not super expensive. I'm just honestly filling up these buy orders because step one of this process is really just stocking up on ingredients. And for this method, we are only using red meat to simplify it. And that's primarily just because this is by far the cheapest resource that you can buy in regards to raw food. So I'm spending, roughly maybe around 2,000 gold or so in order to kind of showcase this. The more you spend, the more territory standing you will get at the end of this process. Overnight, I got all of these buy orders filled. I mean, people love red meat, I guess. They've got tons of it and they're going to be filling it up very quickly. Before we start cooking and before I show you the actual ingredient, please note that it's worth having town loyalty on your bags. The more bags you have with this perk, chances are, the overall territory standing you get from this experience is going to dramatically increase. Also, you're going to be holding a lot of meat in order to make sure you're not encumbered. Use your potion slots there as well as your gear sets. You can throw it over so you can actually move around a little bit further and not have to slow walk everywhere. Lastly, you will want to also make sure that you play a music song, specifically the Territorial Triumph. It gives you a territory standing bonus. Play it on expert. I'm going to be speeding this up quite a bit right here. But this overall boost is definitely worth picking up before you actually start cooking, because it just keeps adding on to the overall amount of standing you'll be getting from this method. The very, very last thing that I do want to kind of call out here is the fact that chances are many of you guys have these different boosters in your inventory. You just get them from the season pass rewards, both the premium and the free version, so I'm sure you have a few of them. I've got 13 here. It just gives you a big boost in territory standing as well. So I'm going to use that, and then there we go. I am ready to go and start cooking. Now is the fun part. We're going to start cooking. We are not going to be cooking light rations. As you can see, we don't use meat for that. But if you scroll down, you're going to be seeing this option to cook meat bait. And all you need is red meat. I'm going to go ahead and craft 10,000 of them. And you're going to see, there we go. We have tons of red meat bait, but we also just gained 16.5k territory standing, which, I mean, realistically, we just turned 300 gold into 16.5k territory standing. I do not have all of my bags maxed out, so honestly, the potential to increase this is pretty high. I mean, I'm just getting 16.5k. Chances are you can hit 20k plus based on the bonuses that you have. So realistically, that's all we're really doing. We're just crafting all of these 10k at a time. I'm going to go ahead and just throw some of this out, but I have to pick up some of the other meat I had in my gear sets. Can't forget those. And I'm just going to dive right in and do it again. I'm going to go ahead and just start crafting more meat bait. And again, every single time I do this, I'm getting 16.5k territory standing, which really adds up over time. You can essentially just rinse and repeat this all the way up to level 300. Yes, it costs, some gold to actually do this method, but again, it's pretty quick. It's not super expensive, and you have total control on how much you spend. Just from that little exercise, I gained 23 territory standing. I just did it in Eden Grove, which is one of the newest territories. So I figured, hey, I might want to buy a nice tier 3 house there. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this content and found it useful. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe because I've got more New World content coming soon. Catch you guys later.